Mm-hmm. All right, people, we back. Brief introduction, have some stuff going on. We just gonna pick up where we left off. Now the heat is out here. The heat out here is killing people. Okay. Took a couple of people out and what was that? That
some people have.
but did you just say a Europe country?
So your countries. Not saying some Europe country. I said.
Oh, maybe some Europe.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, long story short, let's talk about there. European. Yeah, let's talk about the trees. Because check this is one another crazy thing, right?
What's up?
90% of people in America have AC. About 20% of people in European countries don't.
You know what?
Do. 20% of people in European countries do have AC.
And only about 40% of the people in India have ACs. I was talking to my man at the store. He said that shit to me today. I'm like, yo, how hot is it in India? He was like, yo, only about 40% of the people in India have ACs.
Yes.
I said, so what is it? Yes. Rich?
Yes. And the thing is, in those countries, and before we get to those countries and elaborate further on that, let's talk about what's going on in our country right now. Mm-hmm. But let's talk about another state that's sort of on the fence with trying to follow them other countries a little bit suggestively. We're gonna talk about good old New York. Mayor Mandani, he was suggesting to New Yorkers because of the power grid and how much, when summertime hit, everybody cranking up their AC because of the heat. Sometimes it's sort of mist. It's hot. You don't want to go outside. It gets crazy.
Next week, we're supposed to be as hot as this.
Yeah. But it don't matter. Once it hits over 80 something degrees, get to 90, it's
80 something. Nigga, it's in the hundreds.
I know it isn't, but I'm saying, remember down, right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry about what you're in there. He's suggesting to his New Yorkers to be mindful of the power grid and set your AC at 78 degrees.
78 degrees.
I'm like, well, ain't 78 degrees closer to the heat than the cold?
Yeah. Well, no. Not in the house.
Well, I don't know, because if you're 78 degrees outside, it's sort of warm.
78 degrees on the AC is wow.
But 78 degrees in the AC is kind of when it's 101 outside. Yeah, but 78 degrees compared to 101, you open your door at 78 degrees. It's really a good.
The average house should be at like 68.
70. But the question is, even with that being
you know why? I understand why he's saying that.
Why?
Because you don't want to walk from the dead heat to an ice cold house.
Yeah, you can go in the shop.
But your body has to immediately change from that.
No, he said that
it doesn't.
He's saying that to help people save on their electric bill.
Yes, that's one. He's more. See, reason why he brought that up because there is something that all countries around the globe is fighting.
I get what he's saying. I get what you're saying, but I get what he's saying because when you do that, everybody has their shit set at a cold temperature to come into the house. Yeah. You're actually burning up the power.
Yeah, pretty much what he's saying, like more like he because of
you're actually creating more.
We call that again,
Well, the way New York
climate control.
The way New York is set up, fuck him and the heat. It's the roads.
Climate control.
Charging the people all at the lid and they got shit roads.
Climate control. See, the thing is, that's what most of all these people within that position that's over there trying to find some sort of way to balance things out, especially when it comes to economics. And when it comes to electric, as that they saying our power grid, well, now we're saying their power grid up in New York is really taking a serious beating from everybody cranking up the AC that. But my rebuttal to that is, buddy, listen. Let's switch over to another country, right? Let's go to good old. Well, yeah,
Australia, not gonna go.
well, yeah, Australia is not another continent. So, you know what I mean? I'm saying. But anyway,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on. Anyway, right now, right? In them type of countries, right? They are having the big debates on restriction of air conditioned usage.
Oh wow.
Because of climate control, and they trying to combat the way of fighting against climate control. And some of them is on the side of the aisle. You know something? We don't want to ban air conditioners, you know. But however, to them it's more of a luxury to their people within their country or whatever. But also it's more of a control abstract that they have to keep on a certain type of limit because they trying to keep their climate control down. So they feel like, you know, something you can deal with the heat is a better sacrifice for the greater good to fight against climate control. And if you just gotta open up a window, unplug this, unplug that, you should be okay. The problem is the places like Paris, France, Spain, and all that, they have been suffering some bad backlash from how the way they handle the situation.
Yeah, wow. You ain't about to tell me to fuck good in my house. I pay for this.
It says only about 20% of European homes currently have air conditioning compared to 90% in the United States. As summers get hotter, a big fight has started. Politicians and environmental groups argue about whether to embrace AC to save lives or restrict it to fight climate change, which
So the air conditioner in a house is affecting climate change. Man, these stupid motherfuckers.
When they controlling the climate, it's affecting climate change.
You know who's not complaining?
Yeah.
People that live in Alaska. They're not complaining about that.
Not at all. Put fan in their windows.
Man, they don't need nothing. The only thing they need for real is sunlight. Now, in the summertime, I think they're getting 18 hours of dark.
something like that. But see, the thing is,
Like 6 hours a day.
but see, this is the thing about that whole.
And that's wild.
They come on, stand your ground.
I mean, you gotta think though, your 6 hours of sunlight may be from 6 to 12. At 12 o'clock in the afternoon, it's black.
Here goes another like funny right?
Mm-hmm.
Countries like Italy and Spain have set legal limits on how low can set your air conditioning.
Yeah. Between these countries and America, yo, man, listen, that's crazy.
I'm just saying, see, I mean, and
Now, you saying that, like, who wouldn't want to move to America? You got rights to do whatever the fuck you want here.
No, Americans saying the same shit. No, the American wants you to sell.
Remember that time that we had to fucking the water usage? Every block. You don't remember that time in the era when we were coming up? Every block had to have a certain time to use the water for the to water their lawn.
Nigga, we came from the hood. There wasn't no water in lawns.
What?
I don't know. You might be right, but I don't know.
No, we had to use. It was like every block from the alphabet. They went from A to L, and then from L to Z. Got to
No. Our shit was controlled by the town.
But hold on,
Same thing by the time.
I'm gonna rebut what you almost just said, man. We're not doing the same thing. It's just that the mayor of New York is asking. But see, this way gets dangerous at, right?
He asking people to lower their ACs, but this nigga's in the AC.
Not but see, this how we're like where that sort of suggestion. Once it gets momentum, if it gets momentum per se, and everybody follows the same way you follow down to the polls, will come in.
Yeah, but that's only for the New York City.
Yeah, but see, this way gets dangerous at that, like, right?
Yeah.
He didn't tell them they have to. He just made suggestions like, hey,
Yeah.
I suggest y'all do this.
So they might put that shit in the law.
Yeah, it goes from a suggestion. Okay, how many people follow it? More popular than not. And they push that shit in the law.
Let's ask that question. Would you rather walk out to 101 degrees, right?
Okay.
Or sit at 78 degrees?
Sit at 78.
Okay, so doesn't it make sense?
No.
Because, wait, hold on. Well, I didn't even say anything. I just want to know how he doesn't make sense. Because walking into 78 degrees is way cooler than sitting in 101 degrees. And you got to think about it. You're in New York City. There's not too many trees there. The only breeze you're going to catch is if you go down to Central Park.
The only breeze you're going to catch is right off the ocean, too. There you go, sir. That's why he's doing that. He's suggesting stupid shit. So more people can probably just pass away. That's what he wants. Get this goofy nigga out of here. Like he don't control Long Island, baby.
Oh, wait a minute. You learn something and it just
that dude's crazy. He even suggests some weird shit like that. Fuck the power grid, motherfucker. What are you talking about? Motherfuckers is dying over the heat.
Yeah.
You know we're not worried about this type of shit?
Who's that?
Aquaman.
Maybe so, but
The Atlanteans are not worried about this.
So, now I mean, if it was real, right? Now,
Atlantis was
Wait, hold on. Atlantis was
sure. Oh, they got the city. They got the whole city underwater.
Yeah,
No way.
That's
Oh, the book. Pick it up and read it.
Keep trying to
I mean, that's true indeed. But see, the thing is, like when it gets like hot like this, like I was at work,
The warehouse is dangerous.
they got them big ass fans that blow heavy heat.
Yo. Only me and him contest to this because we worked at a steel mill, and that shit was crazy.
Oh yeah.
I used to stand by the oven. I'm in the booth. There's the 700-degree oven here. Here's my booth. Here's my fan. Here's the other oven. I was dying.
I used to work inside of the service cylinders where you have to clean in the cylinders, but it just came out of the machine. So you know what I mean.
Cylinders.
I want to say them. I say everybody balls. I mean that's why I say that.
You know what's crazy about that though? Like I think that
I'm not even balls like guy, so I was just saying that word different.
I went to work and the guy got similar experience, but not inside the building. They had me outside the building. They just go look at me like, hey man, oh yeah, you know you fuck outside. I'm like, okay. Go outside, man. Blazing the heat, working on the tracks. I'm building up. I'm like,
hell no.
oh, hell no.
You think the hottest point when you come out, that thing comes out of 250 degrees? It's crazy. Outside is worse.
No, inside is worse.
Outside is worse. When you're in the sun and the pipes is hot. That's what outdoors, man. I didn't even think about that. When the pipes is hot, you got to load them on the train. It's crazy.
You know, another fun fact, not so much fun, but it's crazy. Like I'm just looking at
Took on 2 days, 1 day, 1 week, 1 day. I'm done.
look, man, look.
At that present age, man, that shit ain't working.
I did it for like 4 or 5 months.
I don't mind working hard, but when it gets to the point where I feel like I'm more slave work than actual gets hard work, I'm not at that point, you know, man, my mind has shifted somewhere else. And just know that following Monday or so, I'm not coming back. I'm not calling you, even go 2 weeks. We ain't saying I have no nice tea talk. Soon as that Friday come or something like that,
If I got my check, I'm going.
I'm gonna laugh, check, thank you. Once hit the account, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yo, he's telling you how to prove.
Yeah, that nigga got up. Hey, look, that nigga got up and said, yeah, I'm going to work. That nigga dressed up for work, right? Yeah. I was like, what the fuck, okay, his lunchtime. The truck car was going up, walked down the whole bunch. That nigga said, yeah, he said, yeah, man, I was doing some Instacart.
I'm like, cause I'm looking at it and my unemployment just hit too. I looked at them boots, looked at the I'm like, no,
Nah, man, it's supposed to rain because the land needs saturation now. Okay, all this heat is killing off these crops, man. We about to be in the food.
Here's another crazy thing, y'all. Check this out, y'all. Medical proof in Switzerland, specifically Geneva, homeowners usually have to prove they have a medical need before they are allowed to install an air conditioner.
So what now?
Check.
Run it back.
It's actually people in the back. In Switzerland, specifically Geneva, homeowners usually have to prove they have a medical issue or need before they are allowed to install air conditioner in their home.
That's why people only use Swiss banks. Nobody really talk about living there, none of that type of shit. That's it.
A lot of them wanted that.
And the main reason, by the way, European officials worry that too many AC units will dump hot air onto the streets and overload the electric grid.
That's why you see in New York, you got a lot of city streets that blow the steam out from the subway area.
Subways, Chinese stores, and stuff like that. Laundromats.
Yeah. Because of AC usage.
Places got like high, mechanical or machinery use where they got like constantly, use high voltages to get shit going. I get it. Understandable. Also, we can't say, this way, like,
Nigga, are we talking about the artificial air? Like, we talking about artificial air. That's what we talking about.
I mean, I think, like, I was saying, like, it's pretty much from, like, like the energy from the AC being pushed out. But that cold air coming in, there's a hot air being pushed out to keep the room cool so the heat can get pushed out. So the heat that's coming out from the back of the AC, they pretty much saying anyway, too many of them could release too much of the hot air and steam from that AC.
Motherfucking house.
You know, a lot of people don't have air conditioners, they have central air. You know, it's two different things.
Yeah, that's true. But see, in our country, I believe, well, I don't know about other countries, because it's not all of them, outside the US, that's like that. It's mainly, European countries, that's, pretty much having these sort of debates. And our country, in a way, they are too. Just that it's not at the level, or they're not in that space where they can just go, you know what? Y'all have a limited amount of time to use your AC for this amount of time, this time of day, it's all shut off. So if you have
to make asking that,
man, imagine it passing something like that. How would you enforce it?
How would I enforce it?
No, that's how would you.
How would they enforce it?
How would they enforce it? How would that be?
Sir, turn off your fucking AC or we will exterminate you.
So you
Niggas
think
gonna be hitting buttons like,
so you think in one second they have enough people to do that?
Like enough police?
Police, whatever, to go to like everybody out in the United States, let's say.
I mean, they can do it like the town on that town, how many police they got? Probably.
No, you know what?
I get it, I see that, but I actually know a way where they can't even tell you when the AC.
I mean, they already know you running AC.
No, they don't know shit.
Oh, they do. You understand? They got electrical.
They know you running power. They don't know what the fuck you're running power for.
But you gotta think like this one, way too much.
The niggas got cameras in your house?
No, not that.
They got cameras in your house?
Mm-hmm.
But now that they got,
That's why I don't fuck with the Wi-Fi and all that type shit. 'Cause that shit read. If you don't unplug it, when you leave, that shit record shit.
you gotta take, they got meters. You know what I mean? So they meters, I be like back in the day, probably wasn't too, they ain't know too much precisely, you know what I mean, what the energy was being, how much energy was being distributed where and to what. But we gotta think about the formation thing. We gotta have a whole new modern way of technology. They got meters that's very advanced that could probably tell, oh, well, damn, this might kind of be for this.
Okay.
Yeah. So you don't think they got
Imagine about the kilowatts.
Yeah. Okay. But so say if you're using a deep freezer and have it wide open, you want 3 deep freezers. Put it in one room. And you're using the deep freezer.
Why do you have 3 deep?
Just say though.
Okay.
A deep freezer can cool off a room. If you never think about it, a deep freezer can cool off a room.
I'm never
It's
gonna-
the same shit that an AC got, but the AC got the extra fan to push the air out.
I'm sorry.
If you close your door, the same motor that's in a fucking AC is the same motor that's in a fucking deep freezer.
But a deep freezer makes ice. I haven't seen an AC make ice.
No, time out. I've been to a couple of houses where AC did make ice.
They made ice?
Yeah, because when you have it straight, the water freezes up there. If you don't have it on the tilt, where the water's gonna leak out, the water will freeze up.
Now, was this in the summertime? Probably in the winter.
more like fall.
Temperatures have to drop. They can't just freeze in the
But you know,
summer.
at nighttime, there's a lot of ACs that when I was doing the movement that had that ice in it. And it was it wasn't the little small ones that you put in the window. It was the big dumb joints that you put in the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I had one of them shits today, they look, remember what? You see? Yeah, I'm sitting there like, yo, this is dumb as fuck. Why the fuck would you get AC now? Why you didn't get it? As far as drop.
And that's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. People. It's a subject. This is what I'm talking about. People with fireworks, right?
Uh-huh.
You know.
You did switch the subject though.
No, but this is what I'm talking about. People, instead of ordering them early in the year when they cheap as fuck,
Uh-huh.
you're gonna wait till the time of.
The fireworks stores don't open until like now.
Fireworks stores open.
What? The TNT don't be open.
That's probably like
May.
fireworks.
Huh?
The biggest fireworks are fireworks.
What the fuck is that?
Right there.
They probably open like
That's
May.
TNT. That's TNT over there by iHeartRadio.
Oh,
That's TNT.
they open on year round.
Never been people
Somebody go there.
I know. That's the. You don't see nobody go there. That's when we supposed to go there.
But another thing, people, we definitely be along though too. For those that's going out and celebrating the 4th of July, please be safe because it is predicted to be very hot and humid. Being a high of
Did you say
100.
very high and human? It's definitely gonna be human. But some humans out there. That's not
You know, like,
no, you said human. No, we're not gonna
it's
go
a
there.
hot humid, but anyway,
I hate it.
hot humid. It's gonna reach a record high of 101 degrees.
I have to give it what it is.
You know what I mean? So, people, when you go out there and celebrate, please make sure that
Please make sure you got your Henny on deck, please.
make sure you're doing everything to stay coolly hydrated. You know what I mean? Have a nice cold rag around your neck. You know what I mean? Make some nice cold drinks. Even if you want to get your beverage on, around with your liquor, make sure it's nice and cold.
Cold liquor? Gross.
That's good. That's
Liquor is nasty.
You know what the bad part about it? Yeah.
like mine with the cold. You can keep that bullshit.
Especially when it's real hot. I mean, even though it's still when he up with some sort of, but he still want that nice cool breeze that you drink. You want out. See, thing is, like,
If I'm drinking, I'm in a controlled AC environment.
Control environment.
you talk about people that's possibly gonna be out in the heat in Georgia.
It's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers. It's gonna be a lot of movies out there. Going to show out drinking. Like, yeah, I got it, man. Yeah.
People don't be out there being a fool and sitting there, don't got your ride with that heat going scorching hot, and you think it's all cool. Next thing you know, you're gonna pass out. That's usually what happens a lot. The
That's up in the ditch too.
Somebody in the hospital, like, man, what the hell happened? Man, we found you late on this song.
Yeah, this is what he stroked. Yeah.
You know, harvest your kidneys and shit.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
So real. When I watched that shit, oh, man, I thought you did that.
Speaking about heat, let's talk about somebody else about life.
Well, let me hear it.
Okay, let's bring you to the front of the congregation, my good man. Big Tigger!
Oh, yeah, he been on the
AKA, his real name is Darian Morgan.
Oh, he has a glass of milk.
It's already out there.
Exactly.
Now, these are alleged, you know what I mean? But he's in the middle of people. And I saw the video too. But I was on.
You saw the video of him in the middle of a pickle?
No. I saw the video of him, dealing with the situation he's in right now. And what he's allegedly, a part of what he's allegedly accused of.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what it seems like to me, from my understanding, I think, going through a bad breakup with his wife, or probably should be ex-wife. And what it looks like, it seemed like, there's some possibly could have been some sort of infidelities that was going on that she was feeling, that she went to grab his phone. And you know how you usually go, man, things is rocky, and y'all almost had the mixed ends of it all, but somebody still is heavily invested more than others, and they want to know why and how, what's going on, who is she or that person, and what happens, somebody's phone getting grabbed.
I mean, but why she touching that man properly though?
Yeah. Now, what it looks like, because I seen it like a little video of it, it looks like, from my understanding, she, they're arguing, look like somebody, moving out, I don't know him or her, maybe it was her, and, in the process, she's flipping, grab the phone, like, come on, why are you doing that? You know what I mean? Come on, like, come on, man, like, you fucking, and feelings, he trying to get his phone back from her, they tussle a little bit, she she tripped and hit her head on the door. Well,
She tripped and hit her head on the door?
yeah, because he went like, she trying to get his phone, he pulled out her hand.
She said 2 minutes.
She let go or whatever, and she went home in the door. Now, and like that,
So I figured if he didn't show no aggression in the video of pushing her to the door, he's really not involved with that.
but see, this is the thing.
Like you
In a sense,
not everybody that's aggressive and agitated at the moment is gonna hold their balance.
No. Hell no.
It's
all her fault. It's all her fault for touching his property.
Okay.
That's where she went wrong.
Okay.
Don't touch his phone. He said, give me back my phone. You don't want to give him his stuff? You tripped and fell? That's all they had to see. He's already the bad guy. He's the bad guy because she had to touch his phone.
Right.
Second, he's the bad guy because she got hurt over her fuck up for touching his phone. So either which way, he's already looked at as
I know personally,
the bad guy.
I know personally, girl grab my phone, I'm walking the fuck out. If I know what you're gonna find,
See,
I know what you're gonna
the
rewind,
thing is,
and I know what time it is. All you're gonna hear is my time.
if you watch, see, if you will, if you never get a chance to watch, if it's what around you do, get a chance to watch it. You know, you probably have a different sort of perspective and spin it a different way. Yeah, look around. But from my understanding, from what I'm saying, you know, she, you know, was getting trying to get some back from her. She, you know, doing the tussle, been from top off on her hand.
But he said it says he pushed her.
Yeah, I don't, you know what I mean, like.
Pushed her what his wife.
That's what she said. That's what I told the police.
It causing a deep facial cut.
That's what she probably told the police. Like, watch, there you go. Now, y'all feel
I know it's once she grabbed my phone. I'm just like, hey.
Y'all feel there watching.
You can watch the movie. Watch that's what I'm telling you. Watch the movie. Even though I ain't doing shit, but watch the movie.
Oh, I'm trying to see if you can
there's a bunch of credits in it.
But see this.
Yeah, Jack.
Oh,
Hold on. Let me see.
See, this is the thing. When you is you just look when you and your significant other, right? Wind up.
Oh, bells, I got to leave.
When you see this is the thing, right?
Man,
When you and somebody
you can't. You don't have YouTube.
when you and somebody
No, it won't let me do it. It's gonna try to open it up with the YouTube app.
Oh yeah, don't go.
You don't have it.
Don't worry about it. When you go to Google, it will open.
Your shit's not installed. So
and I talk about this. The day you have to, look through somebody else's phone because you feel insecure, that's the day your relationship.
That's what I want.
That's what it's.
But I got it on my phone, right? Look.
All right, you watch it now. See what else is right.
he read rice to No, that one didn't show nothing. It was just a sample.
See, let's see kind of footage. I want to see, but see, I would have uploaded the footage on this right here and have y'all watching the read. Y'all be the judge. The problem right now, we a little choppy. So I don't want to pick or make it look worse than it already looks. So,
I see it.
You see it now. Let's see what you think.
Sir. My man, what I just seen, that man had her in a grip like this and went her through the door.
So, from your perspective, what you seen in your analogy,
You let it go.
like grabbed her up and just grabbed his phone to push it off.
Yeah, he did. He pushed her to the fucking door. Right. Oh, let me watch that one.
I didn't say you wrong.
I didn't see that again. Because you can't clearly see it. But then you see her sitting here like this, like trying to get sympathy. And that shit is weird. Yeah, no.
I know.
She trying to just take that man down. That should be sad. Bitch, why you sitting there on the internet doing whole shit? Like, these bitches be sick.
I mean, that's just my opinion. Like I said,
They quick to run to the internet and be like, oh, he's doing this to me and all this shit. Bitch, what have you done to this man?
the major thing is to me, is
she should never touch his phone. That's where she went wrong. Everything that happened to her was because of what she did.
when she did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, ladies.
Now, if you had some info and you pressed him, yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, since she heard some shit, and she pressed him, that's one thing. But to sit there and snatch his phone, for what? Because first of all, he was stupid anyway. You got to unlock your phone, right? Okay. You know what you're going to do? Grab my phone? What you're going to keep doing is, now you're going to iPhone lock my shit.
And then you're like, oh, shit.
That's it.
I'm sort of, I really agree with you with that, because it's like, all right, what you doing is, pretty much what you saying, is like, everything you doing in this motion of, you know what I mean, disagreeing with me, and you being mad at me, is all from emotion, and it's just gonna lead to nothing but a bad result of whatever.
I mean, what was her purpose for going through his phone?
It's supposed to be total respect. If you got a problem, we're gonna sit here, we're gonna put kids away, we're gonna do whatever we're gonna sit here and talk about this shit. Problem.
Listen, I was always told, go through someone's phone,
you gonna find what you look for.
You gonna find what you looking for.
Because you go to my phone, goddamn well, you know you gonna go looking for it. You know who you fucking with.
So the question is, chat, I like
yeah. So come on, people, tap on it. Tap on it. Let us know if Big Tigger is wrong. I mean,
I'm gonna tell you right now. You go to my phone, I'm walking the fuck away because I know what's going to happen.
But why is she going through your phone?
That's the problem. It's a level of respect.
There's no need for
if you
a woman.
Respect me, you're not going through my phone.
Listen, first of all,
if you respect me, you're gonna come to me straight up and down. Tell me what your problem is, how you figure that I'm doing shit, and then we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna figure this shit out.
Yeah, if your woman need to go through your phone, that's because she already sneaking out doing this.
That's what I'm talking about.
I feel like that's it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because at the end of the day, if we living together, right? And I come home, and I'm here every night with you. I'm not saying that, you know what I mean, niggas can't do what they gonna do, but you know what I mean. But at the same token, like, she probably fucked up a happy thing. It could have been at the end with whatever the case may be. But yeah, that's just some shit that you just don't.
Yeah, you know,
there's laws in the house. I'm not gonna sit there and grab my lady's phone.
Bro. You know what's
unless she be like, yo, baby, grab my phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We out. She got it. And I grabbed her like, yo, I got your phone. Yo, we out.
I'm not picking it up, putting the code. I don't give a fuck about it. But listen, if y'all are compatible and y'all doing what you gotta do, and it matches the house energy, I don't give a fuck about your phone.
Listen, but no man, for real, no man really wants a woman to go through their phone. You wanna know why? Because she's gonna see a bunch of, either he's a car guy, a gun guy, or he's gonna have a lot of porn shit on you. Like, that's just what niggas do. Mind your business. It's just been a rough week. You over here on the shit. I mean, that's a cool guy. You know what I mean? Typical guy. That's gonna be on your phone. That's what you don't want your lady to go there.
I'm gonna ride out in my car.
I mean, see, the thing is, I think it's like, all right, something normal because there's probably tip the glass so keep pushing. But also, it's probably like a lot. If we not just men, if we women too, like the main purpose of, especially nowadays, a lot of people, you know what I mean, like before your phone wasn't even all that sacred, you know, just back in the day, it was like I didn't have nothing there.
The funny thing is, when you're in a relationship, your phone shouldn't be safe.
But see, that's the thing, though.
Nah, man, it's called privacy.
No, it's privacy, but like, hold on. Well, you got a lady, right?
Right.
All right. So she said, "Yo, let me use your phone real quick." All right.
She gonna say, "Let me use it." I don't let her use my phone.
Exactly.
Yeah. She asked to use my phone.
Okay.
You see the difference?
Okay.
This girl is not his phone.
That's what I'm saying. She asked to use your phone, but all of a sudden, boom, 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 you got a little bullshit text that came up. You don't know nothing about it. You ain't been doing nothing. It's the fun.
I don't
You're gonna be like, yo, man, read it out loud.
Yeah, the most checks I get is probably from like a fucking like
Porn site.
4 or 5 numbers. You know, it'd be like, oh yeah, your coupon has landed. You get 10% off at Journeys. Some weird goofy shit like that.
Nah, I just do shit like, oh, you get a sweet massage and $7 off. I'm like, oh, okay.
But see, this situation to me lands more as like it's just pretty much like typical when it comes down to when things started hitting the weed end of it all.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning, it's all fun, and you know nobody saw the tumultuous end that possible doing come.
Mm-hmm.
It was all fun, all love and rainbows. Probably got kids. You know what I mean? They don't live.
Okay, hold on. Come on.
Hold on, let
me finish this.
You know, at one point in time, in the beginning towards the middle, it was baby, you need my phone. Cool. She probably sitting by his phone looking at it. You know, cheap screensaver and stuff.
Women be nosy as fuck, bro.
I mean, she probably picked up his phone, he opened it for her, but she probably knew the password. It was nothing.
Don't ever think you're going to sleep when you're on your phone.
Yo,
then
I'm gonna tell you some shit. I don't know about this.
Then, you know, towards the, you know, when things start getting bad, usually it's always the first sign that ain't nobody say nothing about. That started the whole thing.
Wait, what?
Usually, things start to hit the road and things start to get rocky.
Mm-hmm.
The first sign is usually the sign that none of us want to discuss in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
When the first sign come about, it's silent.
Or when the first wave comes.
Y'all both don't want to believe it. You're not going to discuss it. It just get going under the brick. This is a one-off game. Now, you know what I mean? Yeah. But in the back of your mind,
you like, I can't believe this shit.
That question started. Then years down the line come. Now it grew from a little thing that should have got nailed and hit right in the beginning.
Yeah.
But now, time piled up.
Hold on.
Resentment piled up with it.
Can I stop you right there?
Please, go ahead.
Because you're right. It starts from the littlest shit that you see. But then you sit there and still try to build and be the man and try to escalate above it. But then as you're going along, you see it still like escalating. But it's not reciprocating to what you think our relationship's supposed to be. So that's that. That's when I started.
Somebody give this nigga a hug.
Hold on. You say you got a question you want to ask, please.
Question I want to ask you.
Please go ahead. The floor is yours.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, one of them motherfuckers that you be dealing with say, hey, mira, I want to get the phone for a second. Just for a second. You'd be like, oh, basically, you're just gonna park in the car in the spot. What do you mean?
Let me shut up with you, bro. Like I'm the type of person. Yeah. When I'm in a relationship and it's exclusive and it's official and real, okay.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not the type of person that's gonna sit there and stay secretive and play defense like I'm still outside in the field. No. Once it gets to the exclusive point, we both agree that I need a relationship.
So you're brother to your phone?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because not let like hey, just go through my shit. No. If my phone ringing, be right by me.
That's no shit. She just like, let me see your phone. Then she just start going through your shit. That's weird.
No, see that right there? That's masculine. Yeah. See, that's masculine behavior. Ain't care why I say that's masculine behavior.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Women, I don't understand how y'all can even. I would never put masculine with a woman at all.
No. I ain't saying it in the terms of no, it's more like principle.
They threaten because once you don't let them use your phone, here come the backlash.
No, I'm saying,
Oh, you didn't let me use all
I'm saying in terms of,
You know what I mean?
like, when I say masculine energy, you get what I'm saying? But it's like, not saying like a woman could be, but like a woman's betraying masculine traits and trying to behave in a way as like too aggressive. Like for instance, case in point, okay, me and a woman dating, we for real, right? Mm-hmm. And you know, she just sitting down, both chilling outside, front porch or whatever. She drinking on crazy. And she goes out of nowhere, you know, after we done put everything on the table and we both 100 with each other, she just you know what I mean? Because usually it starts from the little things that they get away with. For instance, like I said, then see your phone. He ain't never been right. Then see your phone. And she probably don't say it like that. She just go, oh, then see your phone. Boom. You know, you know what I mean? You just make it look like nothing, but that's not the masculine act because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Respectfully, you should respect the fact that I'm respecting you. And if nobody's calling me or there's no need for me to, you know, get my phone or you supposed to get my, I'm not around or somebody that, you know, calling me should be, hitting me up and you can pick up, you shouldn't just be doing that type of shit. No. You know what I mean? Because therefore, that's how, you know what I mean, some traits can be. That be trust issues. Yeah. And not because, like, yo, I ain't gonna front, bro. I had, this week I had one of the realest discussions with my homegirls, man. You know what I'm saying? Realest. She kept real shit. She like, yo, because me and my dude, we been having, you know, off and on a lot. And she like, yo, Chuck, I think I know why. I'm like, what's up? She's like, yo, yeah. When me and him finally moved together, got together the first time, I brought, even though without realizing that, I still had like things from my past that she didn't get over. No, she brought it to the future with him. And that's a weak woman. He should have. There's no such. That'd be weak women. I'm gonna tell you, bro. That's the backpack. No, she's carrying what she carried. I want to hear you say that. I want to hear you say it. I want to hear that. But only my brother to you way that at that moment she was weak and vulnerable, but I give her respect, and she have gained her strength in a way. Back into decency of a woman because she realized where she went wrong. Yeah. And she reflected and understood. But how did she correct it? But she was weak. Hold on. You can't. How did she correct it? Hold on. You can't sit there, just like you were saying earlier. Remember we were talking about the guns and shit like that? Where you can't blame, where you said I can't blame the regular person for what like happens? Yeah. Okay, so now, she is fucking this dude over for some old shit. That's fucked up. This is a plumber. She bringing no. This is a plumber. She is sitting here fucking over this dude. Now this could be a good dude. She done fucked him up in his head. You know what I mean? So now, not only did you fuck him up for your relationship, now say y'all break up. Now you done fucked him up, and now he probably thinking this bitch is just like you. Yeah, she's that shit's crazy. She go into another relationship wearing the same suit. Yeah. Now, she probably fixed that shit, realized her wrongs, probably tried to fix it. It's probably too late. Just change your bag. Could be, could not be. 9 times out of 10, when you fuck over a dude, like a real one, you fuck him over, it's over. It's done. It's done. Bitch, it don't matter what you do. No matter what you say, no matter how good you was, the puss was, none of that shit. All that shit's out the window. But let me add the cat get right. Mm-hmm. Oh, he said cat, yo. You got the answer. In her defensive way, not so much of her defense, but in her reflection way, the moment of truth is like, she was woman enough to say it and realize. Yeah, she admitted her wrong. There's gotta give her flowers because there's not that many women that's gonna be like, yo, I was wrong. I could have did this. She realized it. And also it's not a lot of women, but it's not a lot of women, right? Mm-hmm. That will sit there and reflect deep inside and understand that they have unresolved trauma
Uh-huh.
that they did not resolve before they moved forward. And that always goes into the, if you don't, like, same thing with men too, not just women. You know, it is both. We do the same. It go both ways. It go both ways because a lot of times.
Whoa. He said we go both.
No, I say it go both ways. Like, because
Hold on.
men and women, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of times, you know, if we don't have some sort of type of moment of space and peace to reflect and heal, and you know, to understand, like, no matter how traumatized in your past possibly was with somebody, there's also there was some good with that person too. That's how I got to.
Okay.
Not necessarily.
No. He
Yeah,
got a point.
Yeah.
He got a point.
You ain't go. You start dating somebody that you hated, and it just started from the hatred. Why you got together, two y'all constantly hate each other. They know. It started off as a light, and when you see
That's not true. That's not true because there's a lot of dudes, right?
maybe somebody didn't want to date, and you don't want them anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. That shit happens, bruh. Hear me out.
I'm listening.
Alright. Remember the little, like, the ugly duckling broad? Niggas be always clowning that broad, like, oh, she ugly as fuck. She ugly as fuck. 3-4 years later, she turned out to be a swan, and niggas is all on that. Same thing with dudes. You ever see, remember Maury from Geek to Sheep?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Like, bitches was clowning this dude forever. Now he look like this. Now she went, oh, prime example, the gold digger shit. The gold digger shit. You never seen them little clips and shit?
Yeah, I see that.
Exactly.
But see, the thing is, what I'm saying is, I think you probably
I'm gonna say maybe it's
like
a few months.
it's order, not order, but the most likely scenario where two people start dating and start becoming exclusive, even because both parties have something or see something in each other that they like and they want to build upon, but they want to do it together. They ain't going into it and agreeing, yo, we're gonna be exclusive, we're gonna rock together, and man, I'm not attracted to her, I don't really want to be with her.
Yeah, listen, there's a
On the way.
listen, there be relationships like that. Bitch be ugly as shit. She just got a fat ass. Nigga stay with her. She might got some good, yeah. Might do some nasty things with the mouth. And niggas, that's why the only reason why they together. You act like you never talk to people like that. Because I talk to a bunch of people like that.
I ain't saying,
Yo, the only reason why I'm with this bitch is because she good. So let's think about it. He don't really like her. But she like a I just told you. She gave him the bop.
but it don't matter. The thing is, it can still come down to
Yeah. But you don't like her, but you know what I mean?
now, in some that see think it don't matter. Like it still comes down to you gotta like something about somebody to want to be with somebody.
He said, pick up the phone.
You just don't want to. For instance, if a woman, if a person, two people meet and there's nothing, there's not nothing in common. There's nothing. This person on that side, this person on this side, sitting across the table, can do with each other at all. There's no way in the heck, you know what I mean? That's on the long run, they're gonna move forward with their relationship at all.
You can, because a lot of people.
I don't understand how you can.
How you
Because if shit ain't going on that side and shit ain't going on this side, motherfucker, we just fuck.
listen, but listen.
It's over.
You saying that y'all got stuff in common?
Right? My belong team,
Okay.
That's a digger door.
There's a lot of relationships where they don't have nothing in common, but they like each other.
Why they got see
They don't have nothing in common though.
No, I'm not on that.
they got to like
Well, my man started talking about it.
they probably don't for instance.
It's not home. You gotta elaborate on that one. He got the.
No,
No.
Hold on, bro.
Y'all said something truthful. So y'all for weird.
The thing is,
You got give the people that.
I give you a good scenario, right?
Alright.
Okay.
See boy, the cool out.
I dated a woman one time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, she's on the bar.
From hindsight,
Mm-hmm.
you
he was in
You think we are nothing in common? It don't look like we are going down the same path together. You know what I mean? It don't look like we are a united forefront at that time. Now, in some phases of that sentence, it was 110% true.
Okay.
At one part of it all, it was different. Now, it was something that we both liked about each other. It caused us to start taking to second base, almost to third.
Hold on, nigga.
Wait, almost to
That's important.
Yeah. But we about to say that because, like,
Did she
wrong bases.
Did she show you a movie so you like it?
but she show you
Did she show you the web?
the main thing was like we had good intimacy together, and sometimes we made
Third base.
good conversation together.
It was a whole lot.
But the problem where we could hit the home run at is the longevity together.
I knocked it out.
Because the base wasn't set and the connection 110% wasn't there. It was just a situation.
So you basically said the same shit that I just. You exactly said what I was. Brother, you exactly said.
It's true. You gotta like something about somebody, even if you don't like everything else. You gotta like something about that person to want to get intimate.
That's not true. That's not true.
So you're gonna sit there and talk to somebody you don't like, don't find attractive.
Sir, listen. Them dudes that be pulling up to the whores, it's pussy. They don't care what the bitch look like.
Man, one of them do that.
I'll bring your chair around so you can see.
We gotta take a shot for that one.
You can see what I'm talking about. There's a guy I know.
I don't care on him.
But no.
Yourself.
People, listen.
I don't know them and I charge nobody. But guess what, man? I charge somebody electricity. Yeah.
All right. So people. Yeah, that was wild. We're definitely moving on. I just wanted to show you.
We're not talking about news and all them things. Don't worry about them things. Don't worry about us, my youth. How we got big up ourselves.
We're gonna fucking rumble with those greasy eyes. You gonna put orange juice?
Definitely did.
How fucking old are you, man? This guy, yo, the door, my man.
He's strong, but you know, he had to put the camera. He had to put a little muscle in the door.
But yeah, man. But big shout out to Tigger from the basement, man.
Yeah, the basement was fire. Like Rap City in the basement. Nah, this shit right here got him going out.
Yeah, he ain't going.
You looking back.
He gonna take everybody out like Mob Deep blasted.
Well, speaking of people that once had a spotlight, we gotta talk about this sad situation, and it was pretty hard to. I didn't really watch the whole interview. I
didn't watch it either. I didn't watch the whole interview. But this is nah.
This gotta be recognized.
This gotta be talked about because
this is crazy. First of all, we're gonna talk about Y2K. For the people that know, they know. You don't know, it's Chris Johnson. CJ, you know what I mean?
former NFL running back Chris Johnson revealed he was diagnosed with ALS at age 39.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Crazy.
A rapidly progressing neurological
Disease.
disease. Chris Johnson, a three-time Pro Bowler, running back, and first round pick by the Tennessee Titans in 2008.
Yes, sir.
Disclosed in a Good Morning America interview that he was, what's up?
I gotta let you know something.
Okay.
Maybe 40 plus. How did I feel?
Man, hold on.
Now, I understand what you're reading,
Uh-huh.
but how do you feel, bro?
How did I feel about, like, when I first seen it,
God, that shit is crazy.
that
That shit is crazy.
Y'all also got to think about this too.
Disease has no number. Colons have no number.
Disease, everything has an expiration date.
Exactly, bro.
Everything in this world. But what can also contribute to this, he played a violent sport now. We're not going to act like he did.
No, but that doesn't have nothing to contribute.
well, hold on, bro. Let me finish.
It does. It's neurological.
And
ALS has nothing to contribute to a sport that you play. ALS can happen any time of day.
hold on, let me finish.
I don't know.
In a Good Morning interview that he was diagnosed with,
ALS is like multiple sclerosis, bro.
lateral sclerosis,
That
ALS.
shit's crazy, bro.
How do I say here?
That shit is crazy. No matter how you put it, that shit is crazy.
And then,
That shit can happen at any fucking time, bro.
Anatomic lateral
sclerosis.
sclerosis.
In
Yeah, we
2025.
trying to say ALS. We trying to break down the meaning of it, but ALS for short. I mean,
With no history
in
of disease.
2025,
No history of the
39,
video. That's what I'm
with
telling you.
no family, hold on, wait, with no family history of disease, doctors classify his case as what?
Bro, that shit can happen
Where?
at any time.
as schematic?
Schematic, that means
Schematic.
it doesn't matter. When it happens, it's going to happen.
That does not say schematic, people. But which
Sporadic.
Sporadic.
accounts for the majority AL cases and occurs unexpectedly. What?
Yeah, unexpectedly, ABCnews.com. Symptoms and progressions. Johnson first noticed weakness in his right hand
Mhm.
and initially such as a reduced grip strength. His wife, Brittany, initially attributed it to football related strain, but
Mhm.
it was later identified as ALS ABC. Within 1 year, the disease progressed rapidly.
Mhm.
Johnson now uses a speech-generated device to talk, triggered by his eyes to communicate.
Just like Stephen Hawkins.
And so I sort of watch. What I mean, like,
Yo, I'm going to just tell you one thing. We don't have a time, a judgment, or anything to produce our next step.
And the people, excuse me for me and my misactions without breaking it down. I haven't been in the medical field for a while before I used to be able to break these medical terms
You
down.
don't even understand.
But now I was like, wow, it's just watching the situation, like looking at this photograph right now, and just damn,
Yo, anything can happen.
anytime, man.
Any moment.
And this man is 39 years old.
That's what I'm telling you guys right now. I'm 46. My brother's 40. My other brother's 43.
Damn. Y'all niggas.
And we up here talking. That bitch over there is old as fuck too. You know what I mean? They'll recognize.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, like we up here talking. We up here thinking.
Right.
We up here doing our shit like we do.
Mm-hmm.
But all in all, we're not suffering.
We are, because it's hot as
We
fuck.
have
in
to
here.
think. Man, fuck you. It's a studio. But anyway, we up here doing what we gotta do. Surviving how we gotta survive.
Yeah.
This shit right here.
So touch this nigga.
Nah, this shit right here, yo. honestly did.
Yeah.
They honestly did. They honestly did, because we all bros in here, bro. Right? We all bros in here. It's all love in here.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying to y'all is, like, we gotta keep pushing. Because we don't know what the next day will project.
The major thing about it all too is they're not that pushing, but also
No, nigga, it's always pushing. We gotta push what we strive for.
and also more when we're pushing, be more gratitude and also be more grateful.
Yeah, be more grateful towards life.
Towards yourself. You know what I mean? Well,
you can't be towards yourself. Be more graceful towards everyone around you.
That plus, main reason why
your circle is big.
And
a lot of people don't know how big their circle is.
Sometimes too,
and you get into that. Look, you get into the NFL section, and you go. The only people you're thinking about is your fucking mother, your father, your wife, and NFL. You lose a lot that way.
No, you don't, because
you got to think about the people that made you come up that way.
He came up on
the people that lost him.
Who? Like the people that lost to you? No, nigga, he made that.
No. I'm saying the people. I'm not saying the people that like teams that lost him. Like the people that was coming up in the NFL.
You mean
he was picked first?
He was the first round. I think he was the big first. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, really just,
this is crazy.
Don't look down on nobody.
No, he has a village. He has a village that supported him to get to the point he got in the NFL.
He don't even look the same, though.
No. You know what I mean? He's like a shell of himself because he cannot control his own body. You know what I mean? It's like he's his own prisoner, his own
so
body.
in 1 year, ALS took this man down.
Yeah, I mean, he's still pumping that game,
I'm not going to negate y'all or nothing I'm saying, but ALS ain't shit.
Nah. And it's like, it's just not.
ALS ain't shit to play with. Like, we can get off this podcast now and ALS will hit us. So, we got to respect God and love God for who he is.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't want to praise that more, but the main thing is, bro, you're not just ALS, it's just a simple fact of, something like, life is a very precious moment. Because you live moment to moment, and it's always granted by the, by the man above. Every morning, every moment, good and bad, is granted by the man above. Okay? And the thing is, sometimes even the most gracious of people that do not deserve something catch the wrath of it all. It is not because, sometimes, because life is not fair. Life will never be fair.
No.
And
honestly, I agree with Bella somehow.
Yeah, like life will never be fair.
Exactly what you make.
That is true. It is true. It is. Not everybody was meant to be an athlete. Not everybody was to be millionaires. Like you still need regular people in society to make it function. You got your athletes, you got your millionaires, your doctors, lawyers, all that type of shit.
But you still need advocates for every fucking thing.
You have those, but you need
advocates for lawyers. You need advocates for judges. You need advocates for every fucking.
But they have that.
You need advocates for the people that go to church. You still need advocates for them people. Because they come out of church and do the same shit they've been doing.
We just need people that's going to be. We just need people to be more truthful. Show the Lord more gratification and give all praises to the Lord. I understand that the main reason why your life is given to you on any sort of scale, good, bad, or great, it's because of the Lord. Now,
God bless you and amen.
You know what I mean? What's up?
So back to my man right here.
Yeah, so back to him. Like we said,
this ain't gonna even look. I don't even think that.
It's Chris Johnson.
That shit was crazy.
Light skinned and dark skinned, don't he?
No, nigga, he was never light skinned.
No.
And he been darker
skinned and dark.
No, nigga, that ain't been dark as whole.
I mean, he brown. He the same color, right? But he probably look little dark stuff. You know,
It's the light in that he's in.
yeah, but looking at this, seeing the situation, I had told like about a few minutes of the interview, and I could tell Michael Strahan was like, he was like deeply sort of bothered that he really had to do it. Just to see him like that, see that man like pretty much shut himself, and like
he did play against Michael Strahan.
Yeah, and like you could tell like through the whole interview, like he was like sad and just like damn, y'all done so to stop there and watch you at the peak of your career, top athlete, you know what I mean, breaking records, shining. Now, I come to sit down and watch you like be a pretty much vegetable boy.
Like he's not a vegetable. Vegetables don't move.
Well, he ain't really moving.
He's moving. He's in the wheelchair. He's Stephen Hawkins.
Yeah, he uses his eyes to talk.
I mean, he uses his eyes and shit.
Stephen Hawkins ain't using his brain.
I say he
wheelchair.
Yeah, I ain't saying he completely wrong. I'm saying
the vegetables don't move. Like they just lay there.
Yeah, but he's sort of like a vegetable.
Well, hold on. What you mean? After the wheelchair, you put him in the bed. That's it. He's a vegetable.
No. He still wakes up. His brain
thinks for the wheelchair.
I mean, his brain still function.
Not okay. What's her name? Terry Schiavo was a vegetable. She never moved out of the hospital bed. This
is a vegetable. He can't move out the wheelchair or the hospital.
Right, but he gets around. He's out there with people. He's not walking. Nigga, a vegetable doesn't move at all. They have no function. This man did an interview. I don't care. He sat there and did an interview. I did it. But he's sort of a vegetable because
he's still a vegetable, bro. He can't move on his body part.
He can't get up. He can't get up and fit.
He can't do shit on his own.
He can't get out of the bed. I'm coming out of the bed. He uses his mind and eyes.
Okay. So watch this. Hold on. So a paralyzed person is a vegetable?
So hell yeah.
How they a vegetable? Well, they're just paralyzed from the neck down. They're a vegetable?
Hold on.
How they're a vegetable? His mind still works. See, the prime example.
His mind still works. He can see, but he can't move.
Hold on. See, the upside. You ever seen the movie The Upside with Kevin Hart? You ever seen that shit?
But he didn't move.
No, he did not move. That man, you know how he gonna move? Because he had his mouth. Yeah. He used his mouth to fucking, he was Stephen Hawking. A vegetable does not move out of the hospital.
I mean, you mentioned a major point.
It's not making no
He don't move. He get help move out of bed to a wheelchair by his wife. He don't move shit.
Did y'all go watch the movie The Upside and then you'll understand what I'm saying.
The only thing I'm telling you, you looking at it, he's sort of not one. I understand what you're saying, but he sort of is because he don't have no physical movement with his body that he can control and do and get up, and he's not even slightly. Only thing he can really move is his eyes and use his mind. Yes, he's not completely one,
but a vegetable can't use their mind.
A vegetable can use their mind.
A vegetable cannot use their mind.
A vegetable can use their mind.
If you think
if their eyes open, they can use their mind.
No vegetable.
Sunscreen lock. Hold on one second.
No vegetable. I just gave y'all a prime example.
Hold on.
You mentioned my prime example. I just said he's not.
You want to know when he's in a vegetational state?
He's sort of
vegetational state.
Still sort of vegetable.
Hold on. Look at me.
Listen.
Ask me a question.
Question asked.
All right, but so
if I bleed twice, they still use my mind, right?
Yeah.
Now, are you a vegetable?
Sort of.
No.
Oh, not me. I'm not sort of.
Looks like your innocence is sort of.
No.
You
not. Because if you're paralyzed, and a person, okay, say if you fell off a fucking mountain, right? But you're still living.
Nigga, name one person that fell off a mountain.
No, not saying that high. Not saying that high.
But nigga, what mountain is low?
It doesn't matter. If you're climbing the mountain and you fell off the mountain, Right?
dead.
No, you're not.
Say you live to the process. Okay. Say
You live to the process, right?
Mm-hmm.
The person comes to you
Mm-hmm.
and says, "Are you hurt?" If you're hurt, blink your eyes twice. And they go like this, their mind's still fucking working.
Okay, so listen, can you?
Okay, no.
Just do me a
It's
favor.
the same way.
No, sir. Look up.
It's the same
All
way.
you have to
If you
do.
can use your eyes, if you use your eyes to shut them to sleep, if you use your eyes to close and go to sleep.
Mm-hmm. I know people who sleep with their eyes open.
Me too.
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, but all you have to do is look at what a vegetable is. I'm not saying
Is he in a vegetative state?Maybe.
Yeah, sort up. That's it. Sort up.
That's not a vegetable.
I think we're just not him for. What I'm saying is he's sort of in a veggie state. He is. He's sort of like in a vegetable state. You know what I mean? Because
if he can't do nothing for himself, he's a fucking potato.
That's not true.
He's a fucking potato. Potato have eyes.
No, they don't. Name one.
Now you're fucking wrong. Potato have eyes.
A potato.
A potato.
that's the fact that got my man talking. He's a potato guy.
Motherfuckers don't know potatoes got eyes.
That's a potato guy. Okay. Yeah, this content we need. Yeah, talking like that.
This shit up. I'm gonna type this shit up. Y'all niggas crazy. Oh no.
My man over here.
Hold on. Potatoes don't have eyes.
No.
Look it up. Look it up.
Maybe
Look it up.
this situation.
Oh, how the fuck you gonna practice in such situation? Look it up. Potatoes have eyes. Yeah, okay. You're hot because you don't believe the truth.
Man.
That was with you.
Man, what I'm saying is,
I'm gonna drink to that.
in this, you know what I mean, like life is very short.
Like this.
So black eyed peas don't got eyes.
And it's, you know what I mean, it's a sad, very
It is.
sad, because, you know, like most athletes, right, especially NFL athletes, right? You know,
Any athlete that does fucking like combat sport, even UFC niggas, boxers, all of them.
yeah, they don't have really, like, you know, the window's not big, you know what I mean, where they can do it for like 15 to 20 years.
What you mean? You sound crazy by saying that.
No,
What? There's boxers that have been fighting for 20 Mayweather.
man,
Tom Brady. Without being injured?
No, I ain't gonna listen.
Nah, but
No. Not too many athletes have a big shell window to be at the peak of their prime. Very few have done that. You know what I mean? Not that not. You know what I mean? You just out there, if you just heard one part of the sentence doing right now. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you what's a fact, though.
No, so, but it's not.
I can name massive athletes that fail.
No. It's not too many. It's not too many athletes
I don't know.
that have big windows that last long like that through their careers. You know what I mean? Tom Brady is a bunch.
There's a bunch of athletes. Like, do you really watch sports? There's corn niggas that we don't even know that they've been playing their sport for like 20 plus years. We can go to NBA. You want to do NBA?
No, you can't do that. You can't do it.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. You're missing the whole point.
Hold on 1 second. What he said. But you remember when they had to change the helmet? They had to change the helmets because of the concussions that people were having.
Nigga, they
had retardation that happened after these concussions.
They change the helmets every year.
Yeah.
It doesn't help.
That is like
It doesn't help.
No. It probably doesn't.
It doesn't.
It kind of makes the safety regulations.
No, because niggas are still getting hit and stabbing them on the face.
But see, this is the point I was talking about. In it, like
it does pass safety
when you and I type of level of elite athleticism. It's almost in, I don't know in sport, but maybe let's say football, boxing, UFC, right? Your
Contact sports.
Your high contact sports,
Hockey.
high collision sports and stuff like that, right? Those type of sports, right, takes a toll on your body.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And it's but so long you be able to contribute and perform at a high peak. That's why a lot of NFL players' windows don't be all that big. You know what I mean? A lot of them have good 2 to 3 year run. Right? That should be all that there. Some of them be having very few have a lot.
I get you.
But there's a lot of them that have a good 2 to 4 year stretch per se.
Maybe back in the 50s.
Yeah.
I can give you that back in the 50s. Back in the 50s.
Even now.
You tell me one dude right now that got a 2 to 3 year run.
Whoever you want.
Yeah.
You and I played with that played with LeBron, right?
You said NFL.
All right, let's go into it. Okay,
That's what you said. NFL. You said contact. Okay. Basketball is a minimum contact sport.
Well, NFL, for a lot of dudes in the NFL, you know what I mean? Some of them, now, since technology has evolved, medicine and the medical have been more innovative and more up to date, some of them lasted a little longer, but it's still a lot of players that have bad career injuries.
I'm going to agree with him.
Odell Beckham. Yeah. Odell Beckham.
Uh-huh.
You know what I
He
mean?
tore his ACL in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he goes more than one time.
Okay. But listen, everybody knows if you tear your ACL once, right?
Yeah.
Now the other ACL has to pick up that weight and hold all that shit.
Wait,
You understand?
so we mean the repair it.
No, the other one. Nigga, if you when you tear any of that shit, your other leg and shit has to carry most of the weight. Yeah. So boom. Okay, cool. Teams still drafted. Teams were still looking at him.
Yeah.
It's not like he didn't still. I think he got re-signed to the
But how about the Cowboys back in the day, bro?
Hold on.
But you
They
talking
suffered so many injuries.
No, but I'm telling you,
their whole team out
when? When was this?
in the 90s.
Nigga ain't no damn 90s Dallas Cowboys. So I think they was the team of the 90s.
It was the team of the 90s. After the 90s, what happened?
They never built it.
Yeah,
Nigga, fucking Jerry Jones bought them 89 from Textram. He fucked up. He fired what's her name?
Jimmy Johnson.
No. He hired Jimmy Johnson. He fired no, he
fired Jimmy Johnson.
He did fire Jimmy Johnson and hired his man Barry Switzer. But he fired the legendary coach. Oh my fucking God. I'm pissed I can't remember. No, hell no. No, nigga, this was like the coach. Like, you talk about coaches, he's up there.
No, but my point is, like, he was Odell Beckham thing, right? Right? His prime was in his first 2 to 3 years.
Bruh, how could you even say
that? Is true.
Yeah.
His prime was in his first 2 to 3 years. He was electric. After he got injured, he wasn't that.
When did he get injured?
What do you mean when he get injured?
He got injured in the Super Bowl.
He got injured. You know the last Super Bowl player, right?
The only Super Bowl he played in.
Yeah, but he got injured before that too.
When?
He got injured on the Giants. Second or third year. He blew his ACL.
His second or third year.
Second year.
Second going into his third.
He got injured. You know what I mean? He wasn't the same. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You ain't no shot. You know what I mean? Like, like in them type of sports, we I'm saying on this, y'all. When you
Tom Landry is the nigga name. He hired Tom Landry.
Oh, I can remember Landry. I can remember his first.
But it, like, just to revert back to Chris Johnson, like, those type of guys that get a chance to play on that such top elite levels, it's people behind them, around them, that supported them and sacrificed for them to get to that point. And, a lot of times, some of them fall short to get to the big leagues. Some of them slide through the cracks to make it. And sometimes they have a good longevity career, So, but a lot of them, within 2 to 4 years, get injured, and their life forever changed because they can't go back to playing the sport that they love
because there's no more like threatening injuries now where you cannot play football. Prime example, Max Crosby. Your Ravens tried to pick him up. After he just broke his fucking leg. That was wow. They wild out with him. He failed the physical 6 months into rehabbing this shit. They was stupid for even trying to make that.
It's not nowadays. It's even though medicine and technology have been very innovative and more it was healing and repairing, but still in all, the major fact always going to remain. You know, there is injury still to this day that could be catastrophic if, you know what I mean, you try to go back on that field. For instance, case in point,
let me hear it.
Piggy Man and brother, the wide receiver.
You talking about Cooper, but Cooper was playing in the fucking 80s. Technology is not the same, and his shit was in college. Okay, he has a spinal. That's in their family because Peyton had neck surgery. Okay, so no, that's a family. That's a family. That's family genetics. It don't matter. He couldn't go back, and he could not play another snap because what the doctor said. The doctor said if he get hit hard enough, he will be paralyzed. But what you're talking about is somebody in the 80s, but bro, you talking about now, the technology, everything is way different. Okay, it's not the same.
Okay, but still no, bro. The thing is, even if they could put back even if they could heal a broken man to the bionic man, still no, you know what I'm saying? Like ACL, MCL, those sort of tears. Stuff like that, they can replace everything. They can replace everything in your body except your brain. But the major thing is, once you have one of those injuries, it's hard to go back to being who you were. But that's not for everybody because some people can bounce back and be better. Some, like Adrian Peterson, remember he blew his ACL. Yeah. That man came back and rushed for 2,000 yards, and I think he won MVP. But how about Kevin Durant? He blew his ACL, and it took him like 2 years to recover from that. Basketball, football. I just but you know, it's sports. They still, even though it's sports, but it's still. Kevin Durant blew his ACL when? Yeah, he blew. He tore his I think he tore his Achilles. Yeah, he tore his Achilles. Yeah, he had like. He was on the fucking Nets. You would blow your Achilles too. Yeah, it took like 18 months. It took him like 18 months for him to even feel like he was sort of himself. Why? Because the fear of nigga, he's 7'12". He's 7'12". First of all, we're not gonna get Kevin Durant tall as dog shit. You think he's tall as shit? Yeah. Like, come on, my man. You gonna be the same way.
Paul's 8 feet. Well, taller than Victor.
No, he's not. But no, he's not. But that Kevin Durant's tall shit.
It would be 4 or 5.
But see, the thing is, it still matters. Like, you know, I mean, them type of injuries, man. Yeah. I'm with you on that. Shit, catastrophic because like your Achilles, your knees, right? You talking about the whole extension of the leg, right? The knees, for instance, even your Achilles, like you know, you moving. You know, and you're not even. All right, so what injury you think is worse? Your leg, your knee, leg, ACL, or your neck? Yeah. I watched the man come back. I watched the man get backdoored, then come back and win a Super Bowl. That was wild for it. I give you that one. Yeah, I'm
gonna tell you something right now. At this point, podcast, this is your DJ. I got to sign off right now. Some shit going on.
Yes.
So, all right, yeah. All right. Well, all right.
Nigga, Sean, what's up?
No. I got something. I got to pick up the assistant.
Oh, okay. Okay, but
she's talking about the show.
But see, the thing is, the scariest thing, and that is one of the scariest things, is your spinal cord. Why? The spinal cord is the center part of your body that sends your whole upper part of your body signals. So now listen, Peyton, especially Indianapolis, shipped him out. He wasn't even done yet. They were scared of the next shit. I mean, went to Denver, won the Super Bowl. Yeah, he did. He did do that.
We went and got Andrew. Andrew could have took us there.
But the sun is a motherfucker outside.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Yo, I can't believe this shit.
That's what happens when you go from 78 to 1.
Yes, what goes out there.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
Because like some
Of the 2000s,
yeah,
listen, he was one nigga. He's top 5 for the 2000s. Man, he was on the cover of Madden.
Yeah, he was. He was a mean cheat code too, boy. You know what I
He
mean?
was. Yo,
Slant to the right, wide.
that screen with him, wow, crazy.
I'm telling
Man, that shit just crazy. He don't even look the same. And at first, I thought this was felonious fake shit. So I wasn't paying attention. But then I'm like, hold on. Let me just run this back. That's when I sent it to you. So I'm like, all right, cool.
you. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, well.
Nice.
Oh, no, it was what?
But yeah, you know, it's just you know, very travesty. You know what I mean? Very much of a travesty. You know, and I can only imagine, you know, how you feeling as a man, like you know, like damn. Just last year, you know, like I said, like just last year, we going to the gym, taking the kids to the park, everything feeling normal.
And then in 1 year, that shit just progressed on him.
Yeah, it started from a simple thing or two. You notice, express was right, go to the doctor.
Tardive dyskinesia or whatever that shit is. TD, they call it TD, but they got medicine for it. Like, because a lot of people will grab some shit and drop it.
Yeah. But see, ALS is, you know what I mean, like, it's sort of like, what's that? Scoliosis effect?
It's a what?
No?
Multiple, what? Bruh, hey,
That's a twitch.
Uh.
Those are frequent twitch. That's like viewers that's going for like hot. So that's not like the word of mouth. So, you know what I mean? But
yeah, man. This is just like a real sad NFL story. He's gone. They got to put him in the hall.
I don't know if he's in the hall or not.
No, he's not in the hall right now.
But
he'll probably go.
Yeah, it's just you know what I mean, like it's just like we've been hitting the nail all night. It's more of like, you know, life is sometimes, no, all the time for a fact. Life is too short. And you never can sit there and think about how the way or how bad you got it without understanding that somebody may have it way more worse than you.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know. That person down the block from you that you may see smile every day they walk out their house and go to work and come back home. So how you doing? Probably having a worse week, month in their life. But you will never know that sometimes people like to suffer in silence because some people don't feel like everybody's mistake. And a lot of times, most of the times, sometimes we don't understand. And the first thing we do, you know, as people sometimes can be wrong, is judge. Sometimes you don't know how you will be or feel in a situation till you almost be in one. You know, like sometimes you can sympathize with somebody. Yeah. At the same time, it's a totally different situation than being in the same situation. Like the case in point, God forbid, losing a loved one is the hardest situation to try to sympathize with because just that feeling is unexplainable in itself. Mm-hmm. You know, and you don't know what other people are going through, and just us talking about the situation and just learning about it because I'm like my brother, I go to straight to him, I'm going to bullshit.
And then
It don't look real, you know.
And then you sit there and you listen to Michael Strahan. Man, Michael Strahan, I think he went and cried backstage. He didn't cry. He cried because it was like, yo, this is a sad crippling moment. Like,
not even that. The probably just cried and like, look, he want to cry right there.
right, while he's interviewing him.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, they're like, yo, he got to use an AI voice. And I seen his eyes move, and then it started talking. I was like, oh, no.
But, like, just as, looking at, just as nobody know him as a young man, played against him, seen him at his greatest time,
Yeah.
shared some great moments with him, and, chill with him as a professional, right? And now to see, they say, not exactly, but in a different situation, Walter Payton, at the end of his days, whatever, like people that show the same sort of way during that time, like damn, like at the peak of his career, they saw him at this monumental stature.
Nah, that ain't was monumental stature.
As an NFL player,
as a running back, listen, the Bears had about two of the greatest running backs to ever touch a football. Yeah. They had Gale Sayers, and then they had Walter Payton.
And they were saying, like, see him in his life.
Gale Sayers played football for 5 years. He's in the NFL Hall of Fame.
Yeah, like I said, it's like my point earlier, like, a lot of elite athletes, I'm going from back in the day to now, a lot of them, like, at their peak, when they're peaking at their greatest, sometimes it'll be a window of 2, 3 years. Then 4, 5, 6, as time started to catch up with them.
But you gotta think, depending on the position that you play in football. Because back then, the running back around 2008 and back then, so like the running back was a dependent. It was the quarterback, the running back.
Yeah.
Now those are dependent positions. Yeah. You know what I mean? So a lot of them dudes was getting cooked. You know what I mean? They hurt like wild crazy. Yeah. But now the running back position is scarce. It's scarce. That should not even. It's probably about to be non-existent in the NFL.
But it's still there. But the thing is, like, we made a great about like back in the day, early 2000s, late 90s. You don't want to see
a big name running back.
So your favorite big name running back,
Emmitt Smith. You had Barry,
Sean Alexander.
Well, no, Sean Alexander. Yeah, okay, he's later. But Emmitt, you had Emmitt, you had Barry Sanders.
You had other dudes.
You had Emmitt and Barry Sanders. They led the 90s.
Yeah,
they led the 90s.
And Eddie George.
Eddie George was later.
Now he was in the 90s.
Yeah, but he was later. He's like in 98. He's later. Yeah. Eddie George came with the Titans when they left Houston.
Yeah, but one point is like you do made a good point. Like the running back now these days, the running back position is
they gotta be wide receivers.
It's sort of obsolete now because the NFL has changed from
it's a passing league. It's no longer
passing. Yeah,
like sometimes you run the rock. Yeah. But nah, it's pass. It's all about the quarterback driven now.
Yeah, if you want protection for the quarterback doing definitely
absolutely.
Because now you can't
you get a wide receiver.
Not the way you used to.
Not the way you used to. No. Through the years, they calm down. Right. CTE. Listen, CTE and all these diseases that they're getting is what's saving them. Man, you gotta remember, just not too long ago, there was a dude that pulled up to the Chiefs practice facility.
Off himself.
Yeah. He was sitting in a Rolls Royce and off himself at the practice facility.
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
I think he was off his lineman.
I think he was, but
that's like the second case that happened.
That was wild. Junior Seau is another dude. Look at
some legendary players that played for the Steelers was going through that too.
Was CTE?
Yeah.
Terry Bradshaw. Remember, he was doing an interview and forgot the whole shit.
Come on.
I don't want to say Mean Joe Green. Because I think he was going away before my time.
But a lot of them was going through, the thing is, see, when you playing or you're involved in any sort of high collision or combat type of sport, I think your body is not made to sit there, get slammed around,
No,
crashing into each other,
no,
elbow to the head.
no. Punch should listen. The most dangerous sport there is, and can't nobody tell me I'm wrong. I don't care what nobody says. The most dangerous sport there is NASCAR. There's no like football. You got a chance of walking away. That car hit that wall at 200 miles an hour. Fan, listen, your chances of walking away slim to none.
Yeah, that's a very dangerous sport.
That is the most dangerous sport there is.
It's very dangerous because you're flying around a damn big old track with
All you gotta do is ask Dale Earnhardt Jr. Fan.
But yeah, see the thing is, people is that above it all is be grateful for the time you have,
Right.
for the people that love you, and for the moments people could be grateful that you were grateful in the moment of. Because that always shows greater memories than anything. If people could remember more great moments with you and appreciate the moments they had with you,
Right.
just like you do with them,
Right.
that's always everlasting more than anything else that's done. Now,
Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
we're gonna bring it to our good lady right here. Now, this little
I thought it was then. All right, cool. Nah, you're right.
Now, this is, let me bring it back for the people in the back.
Bring it back to the people in the back.
Now, this is coming from my area, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Now,
I heard him. He just denounced. He denounced his New York shit. Do not let this man say anything about New York ever again.
Now, Harrisburg,
Exit 21, B.
Director
All
of
day, every day.
Communications, Michelle Royal.
Who?
Michelle.
Wait, run that back.
Okay. News 8 is working to learn more about why the spokeswoman for the mayor of Harrisburg has been placed on leave. Michelle Moyer,
Versus taking the bread.
spokeswoman for Harrisburg Mayor Wanda Williams, has been placed on administrative leave pending review. The city assistant communications manager, Maya Bernie, said. Let's see what Maya Bernie has said. Pull it up.
People, listen. I feel like I thought the mayor of Harrisburg was definitely a dude. I must have missed the elections.
Oh, definitely one. But
No, because it was a woman before. It was a woman for years. It was actually a woman from here that was the mayor for years. Because I know a couple people that was here, and they was like, she from here.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
And the last time Harrisburg made the news, it was the girl that was taking the bread.
Probably she was. I'm trying to.
Not this girl. It was another girl that was taking the bread. You know what I mean? Listen, people. DJ got out on us.
He was.
Nigga said he had something.
He was on.
Right. That vodka hit different, boy, when it's hot. Boy, listen.
I'm trying to. More responsibility.
Yes, you are. It's right there. I mean, people, listen. Y'all joining At This Point podcast. Listen, I only tell you respectfully what I honestly feel. And what I honestly know is what I honestly talk about. I'm not going to talk about some shit I don't know. That's crazy. I promise. I promise you. Damn. If you see me going crazy, that's because what I'm talking about is what I honestly know.
Okay.
Let's hear this.
Now, I found a little article.
Yeah, wait, what happened, Jim?
Okay, it says, oh yeah,
Bring it to the front for the people.
Michelle Moyer, the director of communication for the city of Hattiesburg, has been placed on administrative leave. Sources tell ABC 27 that Moyer was placed on leave after an anonymous letter highly critical of Moyer Wanda's, of Mayor Wanda Williams. I know some of a highly critical.
It was a racial letter, people. We're not even about to sit here and act like
Mayor Wanda Williams and her administration was sent to the city council. Mariah E. Burney, assistant communication manager with the city of Hattiesburg, said she could not comment on why Moyer was placed on leave and did not have a timeline for Moyer's return.
It clearly said it in the lines that she said some wild. First of all, this is
what you did, Michelle. What you said.
Michelle said some racial shit. That's why they got rid of Michelle. Michelle is definitely the woman that said is definitely a Caucasian woman. So we're not gonna act like she didn't say nothing. She said something, and that's why. She allegedly said something. I'm sorry. She allegedly said something. So probably something racial. You know what I mean? Everything is super high right now with all this racial tension in the world, which is crazy, bro. Like, it's just wow.
Well, she posted, this is Michelle.
Yeah.
She supposed to have some sort of press conference on Monday, but I know it has been canceled.
Exactly.
But it will not be shared. Why?
Exactly, because of what she said.
Williams told ABC 27, there is a matter under review, and a determination will be made shortly. A call placed to Maya's cell phone was directed to voicemail. Maya remained listed on the city's website as of 10 a.m. Right. Maya has
that's today, people.
Worked for the city of Hattiesburg since December 2024, leading to the development and execution of strategic communication that inform, engage, and build trust across our capital city.
Bullshit. I smell it. Bullshit.
So, Moyer, Michelle Moyer, I hope,
I hope everything works out with you.
And I just
You understand? Hopefully, like, I could be wrong, but 9 times out of 10, when a politician of your stature gets put on administrative leave, it's either two things.
Okay,
you did something racial, or you're fucking with the money. It's one or the other. That's it. That's it. That's the only time. You're fucking with the church's money, or you said something about the people. It's one or the other. There is no other way around it.
Well, let's go back to a highlighted sentence.
Let me hear it.
That I highlighted as I'm talking about. Okay,
let's hear
it. Be right in some sort of way because it definitely says, like I said, a few seconds ago, leading. Moyer has worked for the city of Hattiesburg since December 2024. Leading the development and execution of strategic communication that inform, engage, and build trust across our capital city. She has also served as Williams' spokesperson and is the second person to hold the position since March 2022. So when you're in them sort of rooms and got that sort of status,
Cameron, what I just said,
they said she said some type of letter. Now, what could possibly be in that letter that could lead to this sort of situation?
Oh, yeah, I just told you. Yeah, what's with the spotlight? Niggas, listen, man, listen.
Definitely probably straightens my hair.
Did she? Did she?
Uh,
It's probably something wild crazy that she said.
It's just like, oh man, like
Yeah, nah, that's definitely crazy. Like, yo, listen, people. I was really having some crazy news. We don't tell y'all all the stuff, but there is crazy stuff. Like this right here is crazy. The politicians here be wild. They don't even care, son. They will do what they want to do.
yes,
Fan, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I've been here for a while, okay?
correct.
I met one of the mayors. It was the brother.
Okay.
I forgot her name. But when this dude, tragically lost his life, man, she came on Real Street walking with the people. She's a people person. Like, she's the mayor of the city, and she's on Real Street marching with the people. Marching with the people. Now, people that are watching that's from here, that know what I'm talking about, they know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like, she was for the people. It's crazy.
See, the thing is, man, when people some people like just let me just use Obama for example.
Greatest president?
Yes, just for example reasons why I'm trying to make this example and how to see where people land or think or feel about it, right? Everybody, just like you just said, everybody feel like Obama was the greatest president, and he's so monumental. He is so prestige. He's so highly represented.
Hold on. Hold on. I want to stop you right now because I know where you're going.
No,
Hold on.
no.
Please do this background check because I seen this shit. I seen some shit, right? It was wild crazy. That shit gonna be a whole different perspective. Yeah.
All right, but people always revere Obama, especially people from the community, right?
Mm-hmm.
We revere him, oh man, as one of the greatest people that ever come in that White House, sitting there.
No, we can only revere him as the first black president. Acknowledge him as the first black president of the United States.
Well, a lot of people
do.
No, but a lot of people see him as the greatest president. And the reason why I'm saying all these things is because he had his great moments. He spoke. He is one of the most highly speechable.
Obama almost got that James Earl Jones voice.
Highly intelligent type of, politicians.
Yes.
And, I don't have no iotas with him either which way.
No.
In some aspects, was it a good representation and some sort of a way of showing what is possible?
Mm-hmm.
Coming from my culture and my community and stuff like that, to set a good example. And not even just in my culture, my community, just period. Yes, he set a good example for the board. Because
I'm gonna do what the DJ did. Thank y'all for doing the fact that he gave Obama praise is crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna let it play and we're gonna But I think I give Obama praise because it's not so much of the optics and the or the antics of the politics and political show or what everybody else want to get distracted by, and a lot of times even had to calm the heads down even when a storm is going on in the backyard.
Absolutely.
And he knows trying to get crazy, but he got to sit there and talk to the masses to get them more at a settled pace so things can work to make you reach work.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of things that he probably wanted to do that he couldn't do on many fronts.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't say good about him. And even about it in a way too. You know what I mean? Because
I can't believe this, people. I and him lost for.
Nah, because I listened to a lot of like old school Biden when he was younger. He had a different tone, he had a different beat, he had a different.
He was still trying. That man ran for president for 33 joints.
Yeah.
They finally let him be the president.
I ain't talking about when they finally. I ain't talking about him being the president. I'm talking about the man before the seat. Oh, when he stood for his principles as he was coming up to that point. Same thing with Obama. You know what I mean? Like they had some very good different type of stance. Of course, upon them getting into that situation, they had to pull up, they had to change, shake
every president. Listen, so from the president before you, whatever problems he had, it eventually trickles down onto you.
Now, hold on. The main thing is when people get into politics, especially when they go for the presidential seat or Congress, something like that, in hindsight, in the beginning of their mission, they have this ambitious type of goal that they want to try to set out, iron out, give to the masses for a better life. But in reality, in that room, with some other people that decide if you're going to go up in this status or stay right where you at, you got to shake shit. And I'm an even smoke giver. I don't care who you are, what you are. What did you just say? I'm an even smoke giver.
Man, you hate the damn Democrats. You are a Republican.
I don't hate Democrats because I do like some of them. Like I like a Democratic governor. Was it Shapiro?
He's a fucking moron.
What's his name again?
Josh Shapiro is a moron. He's a fucking moron. He's on the back of my scratch oil that I buy. Get this nigga the fuck out of here. He's a goofy.
I like him. No, he's a governor of Michigan. Come on.
Yeah, you was just talking about that earlier.
I like her. You know what I mean? Like it's something I do like. You know what I mean? It's not like hey no. It's just some of them just be like,
I'm just not with either party. I'm like neutral. You understand? I try to look at everybody's point of views and get an understanding before I sit there and say anything.
Because I think. What? Whatever.
Bullying. Live.
TikTok, boy, we so said we just have a peaceful American political open conversation about
that. Should be crazy.
You know, the people that we have.
All right, people, listen. If y'all watching us on TikTok, please move over to YouTube. At this point, if you don't see Crable, that is not us.
No.
That's it.
That's all.
It's like TikTok wilding right now.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
That's all good. You keep on rolling. It's keep rolling. It's not the way easy to do it. Just say that about 2 minutes in the resume.
Like we'll be like, yeah. But no. Yeah.
No, I just like because sometimes I could be, I could have my.
You be heavy on the Republican side, and then you'll turn around and then you'll be like, all right. So I understand the Democrats. Like you had your picks and chooses. Me, I'm just waiting to see who's right and who's wrong.
I'm just calling it out really straight. I mean, because each, like, no matter what side you want, no matter what side dice falls on,
right?
You know what I mean? Throughout the bunch of them both, even in the middle of independence, there's somebody that shoots straight for what the people.
What else is there? There's the Democrats, the Republicans, the Independents. Right. And what is the other people? What the fuck are they called? The undecided or some shit?
Something like that. I believe so.
Chad, what are they called? It's the Democrats, the Republicans.
Independence.
Independent. And is it the what the fuck? I don't know. I think it's called the undecided. Because I feel like when you watch a lot of elections, they be having like the undecided people. The people that didn't vote either way.
Yeah. Some people just sit out.
So it's just like, I don't like either one of y'all.
No people. That's what it
But
is. And I don't want to like,
political debate on presidents.
Obama tissue.
Yeah, TikTok have a blessed evening.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, that is wild.
You know, usually, like, well, I did like, I was trying to do it like, check the go. But usually, sometimes, like, we have this minor league baseball teams with senators, over there down in
City Island.
City Island, yeah.
When do you go watch baseball?
No, I go when I got the chance to work at the
Yeah.
And I had a chance to work like
That's just fire.
Yo, and I was so fun. Yo, I had the most fun of my life. Yeah. Cause I did everything I want. You know what I mean? For free. We eat for free. We drink. And by the time
See what I'm saying? The man said he was eating for free.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta watch out. Stop letting the Cowboys fool you. We got two restrictions.
But I don't really drink like that, but I do have my shots here and there. But funny story is I got that job, right? And
I have my fun here.
having fun. You know, I get some people type people go see people that are running anything.
Mm-hmm.
Cook I was working with.
I'm going to jail.
Tall dude. He seemed all cool, but at first when I see him and I mean talking and stuff, he was high as hell. So he's like, nah man, this is how the natural is. So one of the supervisors came by and giving us the blueprint of like how we're gonna run this area and how I'm gonna run this concession. I'm gonna run this concession. Hold on. And so the supervisor at the end was like, yo, listen, at 8 o'clock, when the crowd calm down and everybody get more seated in their seats, y'all can do what y'all can get drunk, not drunk. We like y'all go have shots, we She's all done. At 9 o'clock we close, all right back.
Sirs, listen.
That poor dude, no, because the looking stand, the beer stand was like over on the upside a little bit by the bleachers, maybe under the bleachers. So he heard that his eyes lit up. He was cooking burgers good as hell for like 30 minutes. I did like the orders and went come out here. Where Brian go? Girl like, we can't find him, man. We can look more past
trash.
Man, I found Brian. I ain't gonna look more, but I see Brian coming from under the bleachers, sweating like a yard dog, blinking like hell.
Trash. Right. He did his job. He was entitled to what he needed to do. Man, listen.
I ain't gonna. I think he wait till like 8:05, 8:15, and then when he got lifted, because it was about time to leave because we had shirts. They give you like shirts, whatever you gotta wear. Like 7 minutes.
Yeah, it's gonna be a game tomorrow. Like, listen, people. Yeah, I'm gonna go watch like minor league baseball games. Okay, so a lot of people are not fortunate to have that. But if you get a chance, like people be thinking baseball is boring to a lot of people. I'm not gonna lie. But actually going to see that shit is way different.
But you know what people go down there and see the fireworks show?
Nah, that's not what a lot of people go see. I promise you. A lot of people go see the Senators play, whoever they playing against. They definitely go see the fireworks.
Yeah.
But they definitely go see them. A lot of people go see the like the minor league Hershey Bears. Yeah. A lot of people go to the Giants Center to see them play. Bruh.
No, but tomorrow, like they will have, it's more like a highlight practice. They don't really play nobody. It's like more like a highlight.
No, they probably have a scrimmage against like fucking Reddit.
I don't know, because last time I was there, like they was like a highlight practice, entertainment involved. Then then when it towards the end, fireworks shows out.
Yeah, the fireworks shows at the end, but they probably have a practice against like fucking Reddit.
Probably.
Or
man.
The yard goats. Rain yard goats.
But yo, I'm trying to tell you, man, like the fireworks show would be cool. That definitely really
It do. It do. Like, listen, I fireworks show I ever seen was on the back blocks. I'm sorry. It tops anybody else's show. It doesn't matter. East Street, for the people that are watching that's from the belt, y'all understand and know what I'm talking about. Everybody was back there. Niggas from all over NY came to there.
You know what? It was definitely it was
That shit was always super lit.
but it's not the same way.
I'm not saying now. I don't know what it. I don't even know if they still do it now. But I'm talking about like when people coming out.
Yeah.
Man, niggas from all over was there.
All right, so people, we definitely enjoyed the show, John.
Yes, we did. I know we started a little late. You know what I mean? Everything was getting choppy and crazy. But I promise y'all, we won't be like that on Sunday.
Yeah, we definitely just had
So from
troubleshoot.
Right. From At This Point podcast, I'm your boy Jaffe.
Cowboy Chuck.
The DJ checked out on y'all early. But listen, y'all have a safe and happy 4th. And we will see y'all
Sunday.
Sunday.
Quiet.